Oh, do you remember my puppy that I showed? Look at this beast. Look at this beast. That's a big puppy. Hi. I forgot to do a thumbnail. Let me do a thumbnail real quick. Here's how Catherine drops, again, every book that she bought, damaging all of them. There's no way I can pick it up. Yeah, there's... Why do I keep buying so many books? Okay. Here we go. Okay. God damn it. Hey guys, how you doing? Here I am in the month of May, coming to you with a huge book haul again. I can't help myself but keep buying books. I love buying books. It's my therapeutic, it's my safe place, it's what I like to do. And it's been a while. The last book haul that I did, I think I posted it in February, but I filmed it in January. So since January till May, this is all the books that I've accumulated, which is not as many for me as I usually do. I usually get all of this in like 2 months, so it's been 5 months. That's fine. If my eyelashes look funny, well, I'm just trying something new. Do not judge me. We all been there, right? If you missed my last vlog, me reading 100 pages a day, every day for a month, go check it out. It's out on my channel. It's the last video I posted. It's really, really fun. There's a lot of drone footage, which never happened on my channel before. So really quickly, this is for the month of June. We're reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower. In the month of July, we're reading Girl Interrupted. So join me in reading those books in the summer, and let's get into the books. The first book, actually the first 2 books, but it's the same book. I never buy the same book twice. I think this is ridiculous, and even like my favorite copies of my favorite books, like I don't need multiple copies. I have one and that's enough, but I have 2 copies of The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. This is part of the Gilmore's Reading Challenge, so this is a new addition to our TBR jar. This is the book that I've been dreading to buy, to read, and to just like get in my life. It's about meat industry and how some factories and, you know, places that produce meat like treat animals and just like the conditions they're in and stuff like that. Like I feel like he got into this like nitty-gritty, exposing you know, so many places that did it absolutely wrong, not only for the animals and for the humans. I mean, obviously if the animal is not kept in the right condition, the meat is gonna be, you know, infected. So as far as I know, this is what it's about. The reason I have 2 copies though is because as I said, I'm scared to read it, so I'm gonna make my husband to read it with me, and well, we need 2 copies. I don't know which one I prefer the most. We got this one thrifted at first on the half-price books. We got this one. The reason I like this because like the pages, I don't think you will be able to tell, but they're not white. They're like a little bit brownish, and they're like very good quality, even though the dust jacket is a bit, you know. And then I got this one at Barnes & Noble, brand new for like $6, and I really like this one, cute paperback as well. I don't know which one I prefer. I think I'll read this one, he will read this copy, and we'll read it together, and this will be added in our TBR jar, and we gotta read it at some point. Then I purchased Baby Teeth by Zoji Stage. Now, I've heard many people reading this book and not liking it, really saying that this book did not do anything good at all, that it was just like really confusing. It didn't do what it's supposed to, like the child is annoying or whatever. I of course wanted to pick it up and try it for myself. I think I got it in Barnes & Noble for like much reduced price. So then I got When They Call You a Terrorist, a Black Lives Matter memoir by Patrice Khan Colors and Aisha Bendel, about African Americans being completely and utterly disrespected in every way possible and them getting no justice. But this is a memoir what actually some people have been going through by these 2 wonderful women, and so I always wanted to pick something up in that topic and read for myself. Of course, there are tons of literature. I never heard anybody talk about this one though, and when I saw it I was like really intrigued. The cover is beautiful, the topic is important, so I am super excited to get into this one. And then I have Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. This year I would like to try more books by Asian authors. I never really read anything by Asian authors before, so I would like to read more of those like translated works into English and just see the life of other countries, especially just like Japanese, Chinese, Korean. This is what I'm interested in right now. So I believe this is a Japanese author. I don't know much about it, but a few of the YouTubers that I watch talk really highly about this book and how it's like they're one of the favorite books of all times, and I was like, I need to check it out. On the same note, the book that I already actually read and reviewed on the channel is Kim Jae-young Born 1982 by Jo Namju. This is a book by a Korean author that I was really interested to read. I already read it. I reviewed it in my March wrap-up. I can link it down below if you're interested to see what I thought about it. I was thinking to do the entire book review about this book on this channel if you're interested to see that, because I have a lot more to say about this book that I mentioned in the wrap-up. Let me know. Yeah, this book still makes me very, very angry, and I did not like it that much, unfortunately. Then I got My Sister is a Serial Killer by... Oh, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher your name. Like, I'd rather just like show the beautiful cover and you can read the author's names by yourself. This is a mystery thriller about, well, some kind of girl's sister being a serial killer and her kind of like dealing with it. I've heard great reviews. Everybody's just been obsessing over this book last year and this one, so I just want to jump on the boat, jump on that train and get to know what this one thing is about. Then I picked up a few Stephen King's books. My collection just needs to grow a little bit, so I got a few brand new books such as Salem's Lot, one of his classics, one of his first books that he ever wrote. I think this is like the 5th one or something. And then Carrie, his first ever written novel. I already read Carrie. I pretty much liked it, so those mansion editions are just gorgeous and I needed them in my life. And then I thrifted a few of his pocket-sized books also. Fantasy is still a territory I'm discovering. I don't know what I like, what I don't like. It's just something that I've tried a few times and it was either hit or miss. Stephen King, usually I like all of his stuff that he ever wrote, so I have high hopes, but even though people told me that this first book, The Gunslinger, is actually not his best, so we'll see. And then I also thrifted this too, which don't hear a lot of people mentioning. This is The Blaze, him writing as Richard Bachman. I read The Long Walk as he like wrote it as Richard Bachman, and was my least favorite book. I read something recently that overthrew that, but I don't know much about this one, but it looks really wintry, so I might leave it for winter time. And then I also got Full Dark No Stars, and I'm pretty sure this is this short story collection. Okay, well, it was in Barnes & Noble. I got a few books that I heard of and they were like on sale also, so I was like, hello. Black Enough by a lot of authors. A short story collection. I never read short story collections before, so this is like a very new territory for me. Kayla read this one and Kayla loves short stories, so gonna try it out. Gonna see how it goes. And I also got Suicide Notes by Michael Thomas Ford. I don't know much about this one, to be honest. Just sounded interesting. I believe it's a YA, so when I got home, I actually noticed that they have the same publisher and they kind of match. So that was pretty cool, huh? Then I got myself another horror. I wanted to try something else rather than Stephen King, so I picked up The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. And it was not a good experience at all. Actually, I read this book already and I rated it pretty low. It was not my cup of tea, as well as I picked up A Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. I read this one already. This is the only book haul that I think I ever done where I read like half of the books that I already bought. It's probably because it's been a while since all of these books from January. This was good. This was a great story about this guy who wrote a list of 8 perfect murders, and then somebody started following that list and police start questioning him like, why is it happening and do you know anything? So pretty cool twist, pretty cool things. Not my favorite Peter Swanson, but I'm definitely excited to try more about this author for sure. Then another addition to our TBR jar that's gonna happen is Ethan Frome and Other Stories by Edith Wharton. This is just a short story collection. Actually, for the Laura Gilmore challenge, it's only Ethan Frome. Yeah, this short story is just 88 pages, so if it pops out in our TBR jar, it's not a big deal because it's really short and I don't know much about it. Then I picked up The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. I read Simon vs. Homo sapiens Agenda and I liked it. It was pretty good. I think it's in the same universe. I mean, it's been so many years. This book is not talked about anymore in the booktube. Yeah, it was 2017. I mean, I'm a few years behind, but I am still really interested in trying more of her works. I think she has a lot of potential. Her writing, her humor, everything worked for me in that story, so I'm hoping to like this one as well. Then I thrifted 2 books. They have nothing to do with each other, but I thrifted them together, so I might as well mention them together. Hamlet by William Shakespeare. I don't know if that's part of Gilmore Challenge. I need to check it out. I know there's a few. I'm not sure if Hamlet is one, but I am interested in reading all the... Hello? But I'm interested in reading all the Shakespeare's works, so... Then I picked up a book that I never heard about. It intrigued me, and so this is why I picked it up. The Boy Who Dared, a novel based on a true story of Hitler's youth by Susan Campbell Bartoletti. This is whatever it says about the boy who is being like called prisoner and he'll get executed, but then something happens and maybe he dares to like attack Hitler or whatever. Then I picked up a new Agatha Christie book, Hercule Poirot Christmas. I know it's like May, but I picked up something about Christmas. I don't plan to read it anytime soon. I'll probably wait again till winter to read it at Christmas time. I thought it would be really cool. Everybody's like reading like heartwarming stories about families and I'm reading murder. Fantastic. Kayla for Books and Lala was talking about Never Word Awake by Marisha Passel. It's one of her favorite mystery thrillers. There may or may not another video coming of me doing like a reading vlog about a certain theme. May or may not, but I got this one. Don't know much about it. A cool mystery thriller that was recommended to me and I'm gonna read it. Then I was really excited to thrift brand new hardcovers of the books that I actually plan on buying brand new. So that was a good day. Inspection by George Malaman. I read The Bird Box and that initiated my love for George Malaman's writing. I need to read more by him. I have 2 books now sitting. This is the 3rd by him that I need to get to. I'm definitely reading something this year that I actually have heard really poor descriptions about. People reading it and not liking it, but look at that cover. I love it. I love it. It's not my kind of color, but I love the aesthetic. And then I picked up You're Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. I read The Woman Between Us. I have the 2nd book that I don't remember what it's called, and this is like their 3rd book. It's not a series, it's just like, it's whatever they write. This is the 3rd book they ever wrote, and I'm upset because it's hardcovers, and those 2... Oh no, this one hardcover too. Okay, that'll move fine. Another mystery thriller, domestic mystery thriller about somebody's dead and somebody's trying to find out the truth. As always, we love those. Then finally, The Love of My Life, The Sunshine in My Eyes. Okay, I finally got Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. Finally came out in US. I've been waiting for this for a while. I was like so confused because the Goodreads, like people reading it and rating it, and I'm like, it's not in US, like what's going on? It's not in the world. And then I find out that Holly Jackson is from Britain. For some reason this book was published in 2019 and it didn't come out here until like last month. I grabbed it full price. I should have waited until Walmart had it for like 30% off, but anyway. I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of this book. I am so excited. This is a sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so I loved that book last year. It's one of my favorite books of all time now. There's a 3rd book that's gonna happen. I don't know when, but you bet your butt I'm getting my hands on it. So far, this is a little bit weaker than the 1st book, but it's still really intriguing and I'm having a good time with it, so that's all that matters. Then I picked up Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I read Americana by her. What is it, last year? It wasn't last year. I don't know what year it was. I read Americana before and it destroyed me. It was great. It was horrible. I loved it. So I needed something else by her. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea, but I will read anything that she puts out because for some reason I am hyping up that author a lot. Then I got 2 brand new books I never heard anything about. I don't know what they're about. And I just saw them on the Walmart and I was like, I'm just gonna treat myself. The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm sure this has been going around the booktube now and a lot of people got their hands on it. I know Books and Lala there, she's reading or she was going to read this book, and other people, lots of people are reading this one right now. Yeah, there's like a riddle or a puzzle that has to be solved, and with every turn it gets dangerous and it's twisty and dark and somebody dies, and in the end if you win you get this big wealth and recognition. I don't know. And the other one I wanted to try out was One of the Good Ones by Micah Millett and Marisa Millett. This is coming-of-age African-American representation story about a social activist and history, and yeah, her family struggles. Another innocent human dies and nobody wants to do anything about because they're African-American. So I wanted to read it. I want to be pissed. I want to do something about it. This is gonna be good. I picked up at different points during this month 2 books by Shane McGuire because nobody, absolutely nobody can shut up about her. So I finally decided to buy Every Heart a Doorway, the first book in this never-ending series, and try it out and see what the hype is about. I absolutely hated this book. I think it was garbage. That was fun. And then I recently picked up another book by her. This was so hyped up and talked so much in recent few years. Finally, Catherine waited for the paperback to come out because paperbacks are just the best. And I'm gonna read this and check it out, and hopefully this doesn't suck as much as this one did. If you watch my vlog that came out, you probably saw me unboxing this book, Marusia. There are a few different authors. This is a Russian series. This is like historical fiction, I guess, mixed with some fantasy and sci-fi elements. I read this series when I was like 12, 13, and I loved it, and I finally got around just like getting this book off of Amazon, and I was just so excited to get this book. I'm still reading it. I started it, but I am going through this really slowly because I don't know when I'll be able to get hands of other Russian books. And now that we cleared all the books that I went and bought, thrifted or whatever, and now what we have left is our book outlet order. Okay, listen. If there's some kind of tea going on about book outlet or they did something wrong, I tried to research. I understand that some booktubers are canceling Book Outlet and not ordering from them. I don't know why. First of all, from my defense, I don't know if it's my defense. I don't know if I care, honestly. If I need to order books, I will. Unless they did something wrong to me personally. I ordered this box back in February and it's been sitting, and I honestly forgot what I already ordered, so we don't know, but sneak peek. A lot of these books I ordered because I heard about them and somebody talked about them, and I don't know much about them, but they sound exciting, so I'm just gonna quickly run through them because I don't know much about them, honestly. First one is Close Your Eyes by Darren Sullivan. This is a mystery thriller that had been highly praised. I have no idea what it's about. I remember watching somebody talk about this book, put it in my list, and honestly just like, I know I need to get to this book, but I don't know why. So hopefully we're gonna read it and find out what's so great about it. Okay, this one was my own pick because nobody really recommends historical fictions. Deviation by Luce Deramo. I know that she's Italian author who is writing about World War II and Holocaust and things that happened during that time. I'm pretty sure this book was written a long time ago. Okay, 2012. It's not that long time ago. Never mind, forget that. But it sounded cool to me, and for some reason Book Outlet made this book free. So like for everything else I paid, but this one came out free, and I don't know why, but I'm so excited and pumped. And the cover the cover's there. The next one is The Whisper Man by Alex North. There's another book that he wrote that came out. I don't know if this is the one or the other one is the one. That's cool. It's like a butterfly, but it's also like a handprint. Of course you got it. But this has been circling around BookTube, and I think it's a horror. I I think it was one of the Goodreads finalists, so we'll see what this takes us. Then I have How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. I think Bookson Lala mentioned this one as well as one of her favorite mystery thrillers. Don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure there's like maybe mental illness representation. I might be wrong. Okay, then we have The Astonishing Color of After by Emily Axer-Penn. You've probably seen this one everywhere also. I think the girl's mother passes away and she believes that her mom turned into a bird and like watches after her. I think this is the one, this is what I remember. Again, all of these books, it's been such a long while since they actually been circling around the booktube. And there were so many that I was interested in. I don't know. I hope it's good. If you want to buddy read this one with me, be my guest, reach out on Instagram. Link it down below. Okay, and the last book, I Know Who You Are by Alice Finney. Did I read anything? Oh yeah, Sometimes I Lie. I have this book by her, but I haven't read anything by her yet. Yeah, there's a death, something's going on, a mystery thriller. Hardcover. I don't know much about it. Camera is running out of space and we gotta wrap it all up. So yeah, this is my book haul. That's all the books, a lot of them. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good day and I'll see you later. Bye.